y'all doing? Whitey Jenkins here for another episode 17 to be exact, of the Whitey Jenkins Show. And I'm joined as always by my cousin, the one and only Delbert Jenkins. How you doing, Delbert?
What's going on, Whitey?
Man, it's been a rough couple of weeks. I know it's been a little while since we done this. I had that incident back at Thanksgiving. Burnt the trailer down. That's why, as you can see, producer Smokey brought me here to Gadsden to the Cheap Heat Studios to record on my end. We've had some drama with the Delbert Jenkins death match toy drive, which we're going to get to here in just a minute. I'm sad to say, but then again, I've also been negotiating a big opportunity for us, and we're going to talk about that here in a minute. But before we get into all that, what's been going on with you, Delbert?
Not too much. I had a little trouble last weekend. I got drunk and got a little tore up, went out, cut it up a little bit. Well, I woke up in my neighbor's yard. Here I am in my neighbor's yard. My neighbor's spraying me with the goddamn hose, telling me, get up, you got to get out of here. You can't stay here, get up. So I get up and I come home, and I crashed on the couch for a little while, and I got up later that day, and my mom come in, and she said, Delbert, why is this couch wet? And I was too ashamed to tell her that I had passed out in the neighbor's yard. So I told her I pissed on the couch so she wouldn't know.
Well, I don't figure Aunt Vicky was too impressed with that either, though. What did she say about that?
She bitched a little bit, but it was easier than telling her I got sprayed with the hose by Darren.
Was you partying with your neighbor? Did you get drunk with your neighbor?
No, I'm here. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even know him. About 4 months ago, a weed eater come up missing. Police were involved. Allegedly, they might have me on ring cam taking a weed eater out of Darren's garage. So me and Darren ain't even cool. That's why he was spraying me with the hose.
Well, that could be anybody in a camo vest taking his damn weed eater. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean it's you.
Well, that's what I said.
Wear them things.
It's almost goddamn 23. You know what I'm saying? They got green screens. They superimposing people on stuff. That there's no way to be 100% sure that that's by God Delbert Jenkins stealing your steel weed eater. And I can't go a week later and buy one the same model.
Exactly. They can make them commercials that makes it look like damn Sasquatch is at a beef jerky commercial. They can certainly make it look like Delbert Jenkins is stealing somebody's weed eater that just happens to be the same model as the one he went and bought at the Home Depot a week later. That's purely coincidentals.
What it is, they're trying to railroad me. That's exactly what it is. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. They're trying to railroad me into paying for him another weed eater or giving him my weed eater. I just so happen to have a weed eater just like the one he had come up missing. So I don't know, but I can't let Mama and them find out that I passed out in his yard. I'm supposed to be 100 yards. So I don't know.
Bullshit. Well, how's the job? When we last did a show, you had that unfortunate phone call from your boss down there at the Hardee's, and so how's the job hunt coming along? I'm guessing probably.
Well, I went up there to talk to Mr. Livingston, and turns out I'm 88 from all Hardee's now. I can't even go in and get an omelet biscuit.
Damn. You can't even eat biscuits there, much less make them.
If I could get somebody to go get one and bring one out to me.
One time, a feller pulls his wiener out behind his apron, and it's all this. Is this not America?
And it don't make no sense to me because it's not like my wiener was out. My wiener was out, but it wasn't like out in the public. It was draped over, you know?
Well, you had a protective apron on. That's why you wear an apron, to make sure nothing gets exposed to anything. So, I just can't believe we live in the United States. All I know is if Trump was still in office, I don't think this wouldn't hold up. This would not.
Well,
That's all I'm saying.
if Father Trump was in office, we wouldn't even be having this. See, that's what's wrong with the generations today. Everybody's soft, Whitey. Everybody's soft. Everybody's telling. When I was a little boy, we had a little thing called stitches get snitches. And that meant snitched on somebody, you get stitches.
I think you flipped it around there, but I get the gist of what you're saying. It's snitches get stitches, not stitches get snitches. But nonetheless, have you drank any of this? Have you drank any of this morning, Delbert?
Well, I drank a little. We've fallen on hard times. I've, with Christmas coming around, I went into my neighbor Darren's garage and I found some paint thinner. I've been running it through white bread and hitting it behind the garage, so Mom and them don't know. But I haven't been partying that much the past couple weeks. The other night, I did drink all Mama's box wine.
The whole box?
The whole box. I didn't even use a glass. I hid it behind my bed, and whenever nobody was looking, I would hold the box up and guzzle it.
She's going to be pissed because, she's all about that box wine. Well, I understand why you're so bummed out because I know, you told me privately and also on this here podcast, you were so excited. You was having that deathmatch toy drive. You was going to make Christmas for a lot of little cheerings out there. And I'll be damned. I don't know if it was Devon again, like the one that cost you Hardy's job, or if it's that dadgum Dustin Starr, that wig-wearing bastard. But somebody done got our Delbert Jenkins deathmatch toy drive canceled. They stooged off the location. We had the dadgum Alabama Athletic Commission, which I didn't even know that was a real thing. I thought that was a work. We had the police, city, and county coming by. All kinds of crap going on. They canceled the show. We tried to have it somewhere else. Somebody stooged that off. So we just had to cancel it altogether. So all them little cheerings that would have had some toys, that would have had a real nice Christmas thanks to the Jenkins boys, ain't getting shit now because of these lowlifes getting our stuff canceled. It's a damn shame. Delbert.
It really is a damn shame. If you want to ruin Christmas, you want to be a Scrooge, a Ebenezer, you could run it for your own family. Put them through misery. One time, the Jenkins boys' first ever Delbert Jenkins Deathmatch Toy Drive, we're going to do something. We're going to give back to the community. They call and have it shut down.
This was going to be an annual event. We were going to do this every year to help out the kids. We were going to do a Delbert Jenkins Deathmatch Easter egg hunt come April. There was going to be Easter eggs hid inside all these deathmatch contraptions. And I don't need to talk about it now because they ruined it. But all this stuff we was doing, not for our benefit. It wasn't going to do nothing for us. It wasn't going to help us. It wasn't going to pay our bills. It wasn't going to get my truck back. But by God, it would have helped them kids have a good Christmas. It would have meant their mother don't have to go on making these damn OnlyFans, putting porn pictures on the internets, trying to make enough money to get them a damn G.I. Joe,
Have you ever played Knife or Banana? We had a game, Whitey, we were going to play with these kids. It's called Knife or Banana. I even had a song for it and everything. Knife or banana, knife or banana, knife or banana. Which one will you get? All right, so we're going to have a big girl, a heavier set girl. She's going to hold her arms behind her back. In one hand, she has a banana. In the other hand, she has a 7-inch K-bar. All right? So she holds her hands, you pick an arm, whatever's in that arm, she comes out and stabs you with. Knife or banana, knife or banana. Tell me that's not exciting right there. We had another game, Whitey, you wouldn't believe it, where we have 3 boxes and we cover up 2 knives standing straight on their ends. And under one box, there's a $20 bill. So then the kids come up, They smack down on what box they think it is, and some of them get knives, and some of them get money and bananas. It doesn't make no sense to me. We were going to treat these kids. Some of these kids, Santa's not coming now. You know?
No, we were it. We were Santa for these kids.
I can't.
Kayfabe. I mean, I was even gonna, I wasn't allowed to be there, for legal reasons. But I was gonna come up there in the Santa Claus outfit because nobody would have recognized me. I was gonna do my beard white and the whole nine. And now that's shot. I mean, Whitey Claus would have made the children happy and their mamas happy too, if you know what I mean.
Well, I just remember being a kid, and when my Uncle Dad would beat my mom on Christmas Eve, it was always better if I had a new toy. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it kept your mind off of it. It gave you something to do, block out the screams, and it just, it made for a better night, And now these kids ain't gonna have that. They ain't gonna have nothing to take the attention off the fact of the domestic violence that's going on in the next room, right next to them. Sometimes in the same room, because some of these folks can't afford to have separate rooms. They just live in a trailer with one big room, and they could be over in the corner playing with little Lego blocks that they got at the Delbert Jenkins Deathmatch Toy Drive. Not now. Not now. They're gonna watch their mama getting put through the coffee table. Thanks, Davon.
Thanks a lot. Exactly. Thanks, Kevin Starr, Jeffree Star. Everything was going right. We were kind of had some momentum going, Whitey.
I mean, it was super. I was super excited, man. I thought it was going to be the best thing we'd ever done. And not only was it going to help the little childrens, but it was going to help bring OWF up another notch. I mean, OWF's coming along, but we've hit some hard times too. So we was going to be able to use that momentum to not only help them kids, which would be good karma for us, but also to get more exposure for OWF, and we lost out on both counts.
It just seems like whenever we take 2 steps forward, we get knocked back 3. It's
Fair
like
enough.
people try to suck the joy. All we're trying to do is give people joy. That's it. That's all we want to do is give people joy. And then you got people out there that don't want joy, so they try to steal the joy. They come in and they steal the joy.
We are good people. I don't care what our police rap might say, what our record might say, or what our exes might say, or what my real mama might say, or any of that. We are good people, damn it. We're trying, but you're making it hard for us. You're making it real hard for us. You're going to force our hand, and we're going to have to go out and do something illegal or something terrible to get by. You're making us do it, people. We don't want to do it. You're making us do it.
It could be O'Kenny Star, though.
It probably
it all started when we started talking about that rug he calls a haircut.
I wish we never would have exposed his wig. That's the worst thing we ever done. I mean, if I'm being honest, because
it's really
things were going up, and then we started to expose his wig, and it's like on a roller coaster. You hit that downward side, and I think he put Devon up to that shit, and I think he's the one that helped call cops and report all this stuff to that. Who knows how to get in touch with an Alabama Athletic Commission? I didn't think it was real people.
What is an Alabama Athletic Commission? What is it?
They show up and take money. You have to pay them money to promote. You have to pay them money to wrestle. You got to do a bunch of dumb shit. You got to have a thing around the ring and all. But it's all a money grab, man. It's kayfabe. It's work. I mean, I guess it's a real thing that exists, but it don't exist for nothing good. It just exists to take money from folks.
Well, maybe we
need to start our own athletic commission, maybe.
We start our own commission, the Jenkins Commission. Hey, your ring's too close to the fire escape. You owe me $20. Hey, that boy's wearing Hot Topic pants. You owe me $30.
I seen that dude touching a kid at intermission. I won't need at least $40, or I'm telling
everybody. That's what we ought to do. We show up, we get us a little bow tie.
I seen what y'all did to them hot dogs in the concession stand before y'all handed them out. $60.
Exactly. Anybody just show up and they put commission on the end of their name, and now you give them money. It don't make no goddamn sense.
But there is one happy note. There is one positive thing going on. I done got us a booking, Delbert.
A
It ain't a
bucket,
wrestling booking.
okay?
I got us a booking to do the stand-up comedy on New Year's Eve at Happy Hour Comedy Club down there in Anniston, Alabama. And I done been there a few times. We're
Yeah,
going to be down there with my buddy Dave DeBow. They're calling it the New Year's Eve comedy party, drinking with the Jenkins and Dave DeBow. And yes, folks, I know what you're thinking. A lot of the stuff we put on here, y'all think it's just a bunch of bull. It's not a real thing. There you go. This is a real event. It's really happening. If you go to Happy Hour Comedy Club at 1021 US Highway 431 North in Anniston, Alabama on December the 31st, you will see myself, my cousin Delbert Jenkins, and Dave DeBow. We will be on stage. We will be standing up and doing well, I usually sit in a chair because, my knees are bad from wrestling. But Dave will stand up and do comedy. Delbert will probably stand up and do comedy. I'll probably sit in a chair. But nonetheless, we will be doing the comedy on New Year's Eve.
it's gonna be exciting. A real life event has not been canceled.
No.
The authorities have not been notified. It's
And
gonna
there
be
ain't no comedy
real.
commission, you some bitches.
If a comedy commission comes in, I swear to God, Whitey, I'm gonna kick him in the beanbag. I'm kicking him right in his.
We're going to take them out. We're going to play knife or banana. Spoiler alert, it's going to be a knife, big boy.
It's
No matter
always
which
a
one you
knife.
pick, it's going to be a knife.
It's a knife. I don't know.
Well, how
Have
excited
you?
are you? I mean, Delbert. I mean, not to give away the kayfabe or nothing here. I've been doing the stand up comedy for like a year. I know you ain't never actually stood up on the stage and told. I mean, everybody knows you're a funny guy. You always crack people up at parties. You always get preferential treatment in jail because you make all the cops laugh and all the guards and all that. But how do you feel about getting up on stage and becoming an official stand-up working comedian?
I'm excited. Anything that can get my spirits up from what's been going on this month I'm just excited for. I've even been working on some stuff. How about this, Whitey? Knock knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting Cal.
Moo! No,
Okay. All right.
no.
Is that? I mean, is this what you're doing on stage?
I mean,
We're gonna do more drinking. All right. What else? You got another one? Give me
uh,
your best one. Or was that it?
that was it.
Oh. All right. We got some work to do. We're gonna figure this out though.
We're going to have to sit down and come up with a plan.
We'll figure it out. Or we'll wing it like we do on this show. There's no script here. We just get on here and we just talk about shit. Maybe we'll just get up on stage and just talk about some shit. Probably not, because they'll throw us out. I don't know if that hook's a real thing, but if it is, they may drag us off the damn stage if we get up there.
It
Just
may be
carry
a
on like we do
disaster.
here. It may be, but come see it. Come buy you a ticket, get drunk. It's New Year's Eve. Start your year off. Either see it in a hellaciously funny night, or just come see a damn disaster and just be glad it's, hey, well, it wasn't me, and that'll start your year off good because
It, it,
you know
it very well could be a disaster. What if Dustin Starr shows up and sabotages us?
they got a strict no wig policy at that club, so they won't let him in the door if he shows up.
You sure? They
They'll
got one of
turn him
them
away at the door.
ultraviolet lights or something they run
Yep.
over his dome?
Yep. When you come in, they check your ID because it's a bar, and they tug on your hair and see if it's a wig. And if it comes off, they're like, "You got to get the hell out of here. We don't allow wigs here."
Good.
And so, for all them people that speculate and say that I wear a wig, I don't, because I've been there a bunch of times, and they ain't never snatched this off my head because it's real hair.
Have you heard any news on our boy, my favorite and yours, Cuck Chad?
He's still in jail. I have been trying to figure out a way. I mean, here I am. I ain't got no place to stay. They took my, they repoed my truck, and now I'm up here trying to get money for Cuck Chad's attorney. So somebody told me about what's that? It's the thing on the internet where you just say, "Hey, give me some money. I'm having a hard time." What's it called?
It's a fund me, a
Fund Me.
GoFundMe.
So
They set up
we got
a
one started for Cuck Chad.
Cuck Chad GoFundMe. It's to help pay for his bail. Really, we just need to get Cuck Chad out. You know why he's in there? He can't make no money. I reached out to some of his family and stuff, and they said that he don't even get to see nothing in there hardly.
Well, I mean, his old lady said it just ain't no fun if he ain't sitting in the corner. So, I mean, needless to say, she's keeping busy, but she says it just ain't the same without
And
Chad there.
jail ain't no place for Cuck Chad. You know,
No. It's he's getting a little more than he bargained for, if you know what I mean. I mean, you ain't gonna just watch there. But,
so if you got an extra nickel or two, go to the Cuck Chad GoFundMe. See if you can't help an old boy out. You know.
and then if you have anything left over, um, you know, the Jenkins boys ain't having a great time right now either. So if you want to give us some money, I mean, we ain't asking for it. We got too much pride for that. But if you feel the need, if you feel it in your heart, you like to help the old Jenkins boys out, we could use it because we got to figure out how we're going to get to this New Year's thing. Because, like I said, my truck, they ain't giving it back. I mean, I've told them I would make good on it if they just let me go get it. But I can't get it. I can't work and make money for truck payment if I ain't got no damn truck. But they don't seem to understand that, and I can't steal money if I can't run a wrestling show. But I can't get out to promote a wrestling show because, I mean, do you understand what I'm saying, Delbert? I mean,
I get it.
I'm just screwed from every direction, and I don't really know. I don't really. It's gonna probably be the worst. This is probably gonna be the worst Christmas ever. I can't think of a worst one. Can
It's
you?
it's it's looking pretty grim. There was that one Aunt Edna killed Henry.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty shitty Christmas.
You remember Aunt Edna caught Kenny
Yeah,
making good with her who was that old girl, her neighbor's cousin, something like that.
yeah. I forgot that was on Christmas one. I was thinking that was on Halloween, but that was Christmas. All right, so this is gonna be the second worst Christmas you ever had. So if you can help us out, we'd appreciate it. We ain't asking, but we ain't turning it down, if you know what I mean. So I know it's kind
Keep
of a
the
bummer
Jenkins
note.
boy. And I really think it's a conspiracy though, Whitey, and I can't let it go. Ever since we started talking about Kenny Starr's hair, everything's went to shit.
Can't be a coincidence. But here's another way you can help us out. Come join the Outlaw Wrestling Academy for $900 cash money. We'll teach you how to wrestle. We'll help you get booked on wrestling shows. Teach you everything you need to know about how to be a good ass wrestler. Guarantee you
And
that. We know all the
if
tricks.
you show up today, we'll probably do it for 700.
You show up today, we'll do it for 700, and we'll have you on shows next weekend. Promise you.
Next weekend, you can main event the OWL.
Damn right. We'll throw a show just for you to main event it, just to show our appreciation.
We'll put your name on the show.
Well, it'll be whatever your name is, Mania. I mean, we'll do it. But to end on a little happier note, don't forget New Year's Eve. Come see us. Happy Hour Comedy Club in Anniston. It's gonna be a fun night. We're gonna get hammered. We'll be completely shithoused, so it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be a blast.
All right, well that's it for this episode number 17 of the Whitey Jenkins Show. Make sure you tune in next week, and we hopefully by then we'll have come up with enough money to get our buddy Cuck Chad out.
Cut Chad out of jail.
See you next week, or 2 weeks, whenever we do this again, because it's kind of sporadic. But we'll see you when we see you. Thank you.